What's good, Life and Poetry fam? Welcome back to the channel with your boy, your host, the one and only, Marcus T, this guy. And welcome back to the How to Write a Book Complete Step-by-Step Guide series here on the channel. Before we do anything for today, guys, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Once that's done, make sure that bell is turned on and make sure that bell is on so you'll be notified when we drop the videos here on the channel, especially here during the series here. As we're moving forward throughout the series, guys, we've talked about a lot so far. And fun fact, I'm gonna give you all this here, right? Because we're raw here, right? I'm recording all these videos in the same day, but they're coming out different days, so I look the same, right? So if you see me looking burnt out, tired, just know I'm putting this out here. I want to get this out as fluid as possible. When in fact I probably should have did this in one video, but why? When I could make it serious about it, right? So guys, the complete step-by-step guide to how to write a book series. Right? How to write a book complete. The How to Write a Book Complete Step-by-Step Guide series here on the channel. We've talked about some stuff before, guys. If you want to know what's happened prior to this one here, go back and check out those previous videos because I want to dive through as we go through this. There are a lot of things I want to get out here. I think we're on writing tip number 3. And there are 9 in total that I want to get through. So we're going to just flow through these here as quick as possible. Again, I want to give you information as condensed and simple as possible so there's not too much coming out there. But as you know, we've talked about the 3 questions to ask yourself, or what to consider before writing a book. There were 3 questions there. Go check that video out. We introduced this part of this series here, the How to Write a Book part here, the steps, the tips, tools, techniques here. We talked about tip number 1 was establishing a consistent writing space. Previous to this here, we talked about honing in on your book idea, right? Centralizing what you want to write about. So today we're going to talk about outlining your story, right? I'm going to go catch my breath. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Outlining your story. First of all, why is this an important tip to have, right? Regardless of your method of writing, it is important that you have a roadmap for your future writing sessions. Your outline is that roadmap for those writing sessions. Your outline details each section of your book, which you're writing, so on and so forth, and it gives you the blueprint to follow. Your outline doesn't have to be a full-on thesis statement, a full-on dissertation. I use bullet point outlines, but I can get a base thought there, and I go from there. Bullet point, like chapter, title, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. I typically in my outlines, I use at least 5 bullet points as I'm writing anything, poetry, whatever it is. If I'm composing a book itself, I use those 5 bullet points there. With each section I want to do. So if there is a poem that I'm doing with 17 stanzas, right? Those bullet points will allow me to line up a certain flow sometimes. But I primarily, again, guys, I don't follow rules in poetry a lot. But I really use this. I really dive into this when I used to write short stories, so that I can make sure that story flows in my children's books, so they can flow. They can flow in a way that's consistent, right? But there are a lot of great writers use outlines. There's nothing to be scared about. It's not a cop-out. It's a great tool to have. Outlines can be detailed chapter outlines or what we call simple beat sheets. Right, like I said, those bullet points there, for me, the simple things there. Bing, bang, boom, bow. Bing, bang, boom, bow. Bing, bang, boom, bow, right? Which each section of the book is plotted out. Again, those bullet points allow me to walk through those specific things, how I want to think the line in specific order, so that I have my head at that time before I do my draft. Now, these outlines can be visual maps as you're going through this process here, because again, it's showing you what to do and where your book is going to. It's like before we had GPS, right? We had what we call MapQuest. You print out these pages from the computer, and it literally print out the directions, step-by-step directions with the map, right? Just similar to the GPS you got on your phone now, except back then it was a piece of paper, right? That's my outline, is that MapQuest, that GPS, that paper. It gives me direction how to get to the finish line from point A to point B. That's the outline. It is important that you have one of these. It's important that you have an outline. Like I said, it's because it is your roadmap to your future sessions. Your outline, you can break your outline down. This is why I love outlines, right? If I outline the entire book, chapters 1 through 20, right? And my first piece of that outline is chapter 1, 5 bullet points. That's my first writing session, right? It keeps me on topic. It shows me, it keeps me in the realm of where I want to go. If I want to take a shortcut as a writer, I can do that. I can shortcut through, but those bullet points that outline always bring me back to where I need to get to. It brings me right back on course. If I ever get lost, outline. Where am I going this here? But how did I outline this here? Where is it going? How can it be so? So on and so forth. So guys, again, make sure that outline is something that you guys have done. Outline is important. Outlining your work is really important. It's a roadmap. It's a roadmap to success. Like I told you, family, that's all for that one there today. It's not too much you need to talk about with that one there. Outlines are important for success, and your writing is roadmap to where you want to go as a writer in that specific piece of work, so on and so forth. But like I told you, family, again, condensed work, in and out, enough to hold on to. But again, don't just take my word for it. Go out and research for yourself. And no matter what, keep writing. Keep writing, keep writing, keep writing. And until next time, as we go into step number 4, which is do your research. We'll talk about that next video, guys. But before then, remember this here. Stay safe, be blessed. And I'll catch y'all in that video. We out. Peace.